Welcome. In this demo, we're going to take a look at Microsoft's Power BI application and how to use it to visualize data based on location. First things first, we need a clean dashboard to work with. To create one, click the plus symbol at the bottom of the screen, then rename it to Risk. Next, we need to import data to visualize. Select the Excel sheet from the Get Data drop-down menu at the top of the screen. Then, select an Excel sheet to load. If you want to follow along with the Excel sheet that I'm using, you can find it at the link below. This particular set of data has two tables in it, one for risk and one for the sites. Both tables of data are relevant, so we're going to select each table, then click the Load button. When the application finishes loading the data, the tables will appear in the Fields section on the right side of the screen. To start, select the map icon from the Visualizations section. This will add an empty map to the dashboard which you can resize. Next, we can display locations from the site table by pulling the column titled Locations and dropping it into the Locations field on the selected map. With the locations loaded, we can further edit the look and feel of the map by selecting the Options menu. You can change the map theme by clicking the Base Map option at the top and selecting a style. To return to the report, click the Back to Report button. Back on the dashboard, click anywhere in the background to deselect the map. Then click the Tree Map button from the Visualizations section. Note that if you don't deselect the map and you click the Tree Map button, your map is going to be converted to a tree map, and that's not something that you necessarily want. So after clicking the Tree Map button, you should see an empty tree map on the dashboard which you can resize. The tree map can be populated the same way as the map. From the Risk table, drag the Risk ID into the Group field, the Description into the Details field, the Score into the Values field, and the Details into the Tooltips field. As you do all of this, notice that the tree map begins to populate the data into the chart. If you mouse over a section of the tree map, you'll see the relevant data to that section. If you select a section of the tree map, then the location map will shift to display the locations that relate to that section. It's important to note that when you select an area in the tree map, it toggles that specific area. To reset the tree map, just select the highlighted area. This makes it extremely easy to visualize all of the locations with particular risk scores. Now suppose you want to have your locations show the same tooltips that the tree map shows on mouse over. To do this, select the location map, then drag and drop the details from the risk table to the tooltips field. Now, when you mouse over a particular location, it's going to show you those details in the form of a tooltip. Now, you've probably asked how these two separate tables are working together so that we can visualize the data. If you click the Relationship button near the top left of the dashboard, it will take you to the Relationship screen. On this screen, the relationship is shown between the two tables. These relationships are established automatically when the data is imported, so you don't need to worry about this. The way that the relationship is mapped, however, is according to the column name. For example, there is a column named Risk ID in both the Site and Risk tables. Power BI assumes the two columns are related and creates that link. Now this is done for each column during the import process. And this is why clicking on one chart affects what you see in another. And that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching this tutorial on visualizing risk with Microsoft's Power BI platform. Have fun visualizing!